San Diego Comic Con. Somebody just opened the door in the back as soon as the episode just started. That was so funny.
Amazing.
Oh man, I'm in the buddy's house, and I am in San Diego right now. So we are at live at Comic Con, and we're trying to get an episode done. If you don't know, I'm dressed as Peter B. Parker. I got my green jacket with my Spider-Man logo, with my sweatpants on.
Perfect. Just
It's
absolutely perfect.
perfect. It's yo Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider Verse is the best cosplay because it is the most comfortable cosplay I've ever had in my entire life.
That
It's
tracks.
literally sweatpants, a Spider-Man T-shirt, and a green jacket. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Perfect.
It's so good. It's so good. Jazz, how are you, man? How's it been going?
Good. Just still a little under the weather, but making it work.
Yo, Jazz been struggling, man. He has been struggling. We were supposed to do an episode like yesterday, and
Yeah.
homie knocked
The medicine
out.
kicked in, passed out immediately. Yep.
You're lucky that like I've been doing so well in my therapy because that kind of avoidant attachment would send me off the rails if we were dating. I'll tell you that right now, man.
But you know me, I would never avoid you.
Dude, like I that's my biggest fear. Like whenever I'm talking to a girl, I'll be like, "Yeah, we're gonna have a call at 11," and she falls asleep, and I'm just like, "Does she not like me anymore? What did she do? Did she?" There's a hilarious Aziz Ansari skit where we go. Sometimes I'll talk to a girl and she'll text back, then I'll talk, then I'll text back, then I'll talk and I'll text back, and then I'll text, and then I don't hear anything. And like, what happened? We were just on the phone. It's like, did you put your phone in the locker and go on a roller coaster and die? Like, what happened? Like it's so funny. But yeah, I have bad attachment issues, man. I get
All
so
right. Well,
anxious.
I'm sorry for missing last night. I was sick.
I know you're sick. You're sick. I give you a pass. Also, a little bit is my fault too because I am in San Diego right now. My time is all over the place. I don't know what time the panels are finishing. I don't know how long it takes me to get back to the whatchamacallit house where I'm staying at from San Diego. So it's all over the place. So it's not entirely your fault.
Right. Normally, we record at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, and right now it's what 11:15 Central, so that'd be 12:15 Eastern.
I know. There's literally nobody up. Like usually we have people in the live chats. I don't think we're gonna get anybody today
Oh no, no, nobody today. No.
because we're not in real people time. We're in pretend time zones.
Is that what PC stands for? Pretend
Yeah,
Standard
yeah,
Time.
yeah. Pretend standard time is what I call it. That's not a real time zone. You guys, California is everything 3 hours behind everyone. That's so weird.
Eh, no comment.
If you live in San Diego, you basically live in the past. That's all I got to say.
What time zone would
That's
be
my
best?
that's my
Because
thought
we
of
want
today.
the sun to be up at the exact same hour in the exact same place. But what if time zones didn't exist, right? It would solve so many problems. Like, sure,
Yeah.
sunset would happen at, what would it be, 4 p.m. California time at that point if we just had a universal time zone?
Hmm.
Who cares? Who cares? It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
But then
fine.
4 p.m. is when people are sleeping in like other countries because
Yes,
of the universal time zone.
correct. And
But you're
back
in
when we
that
wouldn't have
country, so you're used
PMs,
to it.
yeah, we wouldn't even have PMs. We would
Oh,
just
we
go
wouldn't even
straight
have
24-hour
PMs.
time. Yeah, we just go straight 24-hour time, actually.
That is interesting. All right.
Yeah, so like
Well,
4 o'clock would
well,
be
that's how we.
16 o'clock.
Yeah, you're true. And it'd be 16 o'clock around the whole planet.
Hmm.
Well, speaking of planets, let's go back into Secret Invasion. The Skrulls don't have planets, so boo hoo. All right, listen. There's they're staging a coup over there. There's hospitals. There's Nick Fury arguing with people in hallways. So many things are happening right now. So where we left off was the president was shot, and on the TV they showed an alien. They showed Talos, and the whole world knows of the Skrulls now. And now that the whole world knows of the Skrulls, um, Nick Fury can't hide it anymore, and I think basically Rose is going to want to have a new plan. So he has a new plan up, and they get to the hospital. Nick Fury's in the hallway. I gotta admit, badass scene. He just like got a chair, got a gun, and just like hanging there and looking badass. And then he sees the news, and then basically, I Rhodes comes in to meet him, and they scuffle a little bit, and they have this really good dialogue and fight. What? No, that can't be.
We are having technical difficulties, in which case, let's see what happens. We'll give him a couple of minutes, and if he comes back in, great. If he doesn't, I think we're just gonna call it here. We'll probably just record this episode whenever Neebs gets back to Jersey, just because I don't think he can control the internet where he's at right now, unfortunately. So things happen. It is what it is, and we will do our best. Oh no, someone actually showed up on the live. I am so sorry, person. We're having technical difficulties right now. But yeah, we'll give Neebs probably another minute 45. If nothing changes, then yeah, we'll call it. Oh, we're still live. Whoops. Oh, he might be back. He's back. Maybe. Awkward. You know, I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was the refrigerator the whole time. Yeah, what do you call a factory that just makes okay products? A satisfactory. Where do fruits go on vacation? Paris. What do you call a poor Santa Claus? Saint Nicholas. Did you hear the rumor about butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it.
Yo, sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now?
Oh god, your audio's bad.
No way. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. How can I fix this?
Now back to the dad jokes.
How do I fix this?
What do you call cheese that isn't yours?
Nacho cheese.
Hey!
I knew that one. Hold on. All right. How about now? How do I sound now?
Yeah, it's still doing the same thing. I think the internet there is just bad.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me just try. Data time.
Data time.
Huh? Good? Yes? No?
I think can work.
All right. Let's start this whole thing over. Let's start it from scratch.
You there?
Yeah, I said let's start
Oh
the whole thing
wow,
over. Let's start it from scratch.
that was funny, dude. You held your phone so perfectly still. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell if you were frozen or not.
Oh, no, no. I don't know.
That was impressive, actually.
I don't know. It's the Samsung, bro. Samsung.
I mean, image stabilization's amazing now.
All right, cool. All right. So, am I sounding good now? Because like, if I don't see a delay between you and me, and I'm on data, so it shouldn't be affected, and I have enough battery, I think.
Okay, yeah, we can try it.
So start all over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Should I just start all over? Because that was like, it'll be easier for you to edit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. We're starting all over. Yo, 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 Salaam nerds. This your boy Neebs, aka Watch with Neebs, and I am coming at you live from San Diego Comic Con, San Diego, obviously. And I'm here with my co-host Jazz. I don't have a nickname for him because we are struggling with the show because I can't get the internet to work, apparently.
It's fine. It's fine. Tell us about the Comic Con, man. How's it going?
Dude, Comic Con has been crazy. So I got to go to a panel for the first Indian cinema thing. It was a Project K, and Deepika's supposed to be in it, and then a few other actors are supposed to be in it. But Amitabh was there via satellite, which was pretty crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, who would have thought Amitabh Bachchan would be at Comic Con? That's insane.
I mean, if you, what is that for saying? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself in a superhero movie.
That's so funny. That's so funny. So India is making its first like futuristic apocalyptic superhero movie. It's supposed to be crazy. Um all I know is Deepika's in it and Amitabh Bachchan's in it and some few South Indian actors are in it. So Kamal Hassan's in it and then I think someone else is in it. I just can't remember who else.
That's amazing, man. I'm hyped for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Also, I've been cosplaying. As you can see, I am Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. I got my
Oh,
sweatpants
you got
on. I got my shirt.
sweatpants.
I know it's the easiest cosplay anyone can do. All you got to do is wear a green jacket, Spider-Man shirt, sweatpants. So easy. The best
Amazing.
cosplay ever. I love it. So
Amazing.
it was a lot of fun. But yeah, man, let's get into Secret Invasion, man. Secret Invasion has been pretty crazy. So the episode starts off in the hospital. They're bringing the president in a hospital, which is like a rinky-dink room. You would think it would be like a more prestigious kind of room, but it was kind of like I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's just like
No, this
you
whole
think
sequence was weird, man.
it
Like,
was kind of weird. They
there
rolled
were
him
like
in.
more people there. I'm like, what's going on? Like, it's a
I
trauma ward. There's supposed to be a
yeah,
lot more people there.
and I get the secrecy. It is the president, but like, come on, man. So Nick Fury basically, they wouldn't even let Nick Fury in. So Nick Fury just like stand by the door with his gun in his chair, like he's gonna do something. And then as soon as Rhodes comes, he's like has to get out. So like, come on, Nick, you ain't shit.
This whole sequence felt kind of cheap to me, right? Like,
Yeah,
I know Secret Invasion has a big budget, but you couldn't get like other actors to be there temporarily. Like,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on?
Like if you see like ER or Scrubs, like that's like a real hospital, but like this was just really bad.
Right? They have background actors. They have other people there. Like,
No.
and then you're telling me that the Secret Service wasn't there. Like, they
Yeah.
didn't catch up to Nick Fury when they brought the president in. Like,
Yeah, how did
I
Nick
did
Fury get
not.
in there before the Secret Service? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, this whole
Kind of sketch.
sequence was weird to me. I didn't like
Oh
it
no, that's
actually.
true. Nick Fury is the one who got the president there. He's the one that put him in the car and took him there.
Yeah, but still, like you would think that after the fighting's done, like they would come by. Like they have
That
some of
is
the fastest
true.
vehicles on the planet, and Nick Fury's here in a Range Rover.
I don't know. I don't know. But the press has seen the aliens. They know about the scrolls, and now we're in a whole new world where we know the scrolls are among us. And then we go back to seeing Gavin and Gavik
Gravik.
and yeah, Gravik. What? And Gravik, as all terrible leaders of revolutions turned out to be, he doesn't really care about the revolution so much as he does his own power, and his group sees that and they start questioning him, and then he kills his second in command guy with his group power like nothing, and they all see it and they're all like, I don't know about this guy. Maybe he doesn't want us to have the safe haven. Maybe he just wants power, which it becomes absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
So
fair
it
to
was one of
say.
those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so Rhodey tries to get the president to launch a nuclear attack on Russian soil because that's where the scrolls are, which is really interesting because you would think that's the last thing they want. Why would they want to hurt scrolls uh, in those kill innocent scrolls just to start a war? Um, I hate the storyline. I hate everything about this show. I'm being real with you because like first of all, these scrolls started off as refugees, and you're supposed to feel like some empathy for them. Now they're like, oh, these scrolls are actually kind of bad, and they're going to take over this person's planet, which is kind of what the Kree said about the scrolls to begin with. And now the scrolls are killing their own people in order to start this war, which makes them pretty evil. So now it's like painting this picture that like, well, we can't trust refugees because look what happened here. Like I don't like this storyline. I don't like this. Like it's sending a bad message. I don't know. I'm not about this.
It's gross, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like, here's the theory that at the end of the next episode, right, Captain America comes in, and New World Order happens, and like,
Yeah.
it's such a horrible way to set it up, and I'm just not a fan. I'm with you on that.
It almost reads like a bad Bollywood movie,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Like they're the movie, a Bollywood movie, which pretty much has like a very similar storyline called Mission Kashmir, where Muslims attack their own mosque in order to accelerate and like basically force more of a revolution, and it almost seems like they're using a similar storyline, right? It's
yeah.
weird. Uh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not a big fan of where the story's going. I really love what Captain Marvel did with the scrolls, and they turned out to be refugees, and they needed a home. But to show the scrolls doing exactly what people were afraid of them for doing, it undermines that entire movie almost.
Yeah, completely. Like I think they're trying to reset everything, and it's just not working for me. I don't know if it's working for anybody else.
Hmm.
If those who are listening to the podcast, we're gonna make this our weekly question: is the storyline working for you guys? Because I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is too. And we get the whole Rhodes and Nick Fury face off. Which look, this show has great acting. Like let me tell you, like the acting
Yes.
is wasted on this show because everyone's putting in a phenomenal performance, right? I
Mm-hmm.
just don't like the story. I don't know what it is. Basically, I don't know where it's going, and it's not exciting to find out where it's going. So it's just a weird story, right? And yeah, like Nick Fury is putting in a great performance. Rhodey putting in a great performance. Gravik's putting in a great performance. Emilia Clarke, Talos, everyone is putting in a great performance. Don't even get me started on Olivia Colman. Like she's
Oh my God, Sonya
fantastic in
Falsworth.
this. Oh my
Oh
god, she's so good in this. She stole this episode.
yeah, she did.
Um,
Don't
all
get me
these
wrong.
actors putting in amazing performance, but the show just isn't doing it for me, man. And look, if you go back and watch our first few episodes of this podcast, we had a lot of faith in this show. We were really happy about the show. 5 episodes in, I feel like I'm not in it. I'm not about
I'm not
it.
in it either, man. Like I was trying to be even more optimistic than you. Like what last week?
Yeah,
Even I can't justify it anymore. Like
yeah, I don't
uh,
know.
it's almost a drag to watch this show now.
Yeah. And then we got like, I'm not even lying. It is a drag to watch the show, and I'm just like, all right, where is this going? Every episode, somebody's died. What happens now? This episode, it ends also a little like, okay, great. He got his clothes back. He's got his groove back. Whatever. So we'll talk about that. But Rhodey basically says, hey, everywhere in the world there's going to be a picture of you killing Maria Hill, and you have to go into hiding. So he's like, all right, well, he's got to go, and he disappears. And then we see Olivia Colman and Sonya Falsworth, and she just walks up to her boss and shoots him, and he turns green, and they all trying to stop her, and she's like, "Nope, he's green." By the way, yo,
we don't have a
badass moment.
we don't have a department policy about what to do with scrolls, so you can either
That is
talk.
so.
Holy shit!
She's so good in this. It's fantastic. I love that. And then she also basically well, we'll get to the other part later, but she's also interrogating these other scrolls, and she's like, "Hi, scrolls!" Like it's so funny. And then she's like, "Yeah, the males in my what you call it race do the same exact thing," and she shoots that guy straight in the head when he tries to use the other scroll as a hostage. This just badass
Oh,
all
when they went
over.
to the laboratory and took
Yes,
yeah, so she got all the info she needed. Then she torched the lab, and then this girl did take Doctor what is it Dalton hostage,
yeah,
and then this was one of the best lines in the show by far, where she was like, "Oh
yep.
yeah, I don't doubt you at all. I know you would kill her. The males in my species do the same thing." And then just point blank shoots him right in the middle of the head, and Doctor Dalton's just like, "Oh my god, what the hell just happened?" Like
I
it was
know,
so
and
funny. I was like, "Yep."
it's so funny because Killmonger does the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she's right. Um, the other thing about that scene that I love so much, um, she, I feel like, is out Nick Fury. Nick Fury, like she is more of a
Yeah.
badass Nick Fury than Nick Fury is in the show.
I'm inclined to agree with that.
Like, how you Nick Fury? How are you gonna get out Nick Fury in your own show?
Bruh. Bruh lost
That
touch.
that's crazy.
Which is a line they'll say in
Yeah,
the show later, and we'll get to that too.
yeah. So Nick Fury ends up at the secret safe house where all the refugees were back when they first scrolls were talking about it.
Brixton, yeah.
Uh, yeah, and he starts talking about West Indies, which is interesting because West Indies were filled with indentured servants from India, Pakistan, and
Africa.
Africa.
Hmm.
So I thought that was pretty interesting how they used that place as a safe haven. Uh, Very interesting. What were your thoughts on that, Jazz?
Um, it was cool that they touched on the history, but I
Hmm.
wish they did more with it because it felt very
Yeah,
rushed. Because like the
yeah,
villain
very
showed
rushed.
up, and then Nick Fury just runs out, which also didn't make sense to me because I'm just like, why are the cops there? Are they even there for Nick Fury? Like, how did they
Yeah.
track him? Like,
Also, it's a safe house. Wouldn't that be like the safest place to be?
right, yeah. Like, a lot of things in this episode didn't make sense to me, and I'm just like,
Not so safe. Yeah.
this is garbage.
Oh man, we had so much hope for this show, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it
And
was
then
cool that Gaia was like, I want to bury my father. I'm like, all right, okay.
yeah, we'll get to that. That was pretty cool. But before that happens, we get a cameo from Black Widow. Like from the
Oh
Black
yeah,
Widow
some of the
movie,
jet.
Mason was there. Yeah, and he got some
Hmm.
of the private jet. I thought that was cool. Cool little tie-in to Black Widow.
That was one of the many Easter eggs. Yes.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wish they would have mentioned Natasha somehow. It would have been nice, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a missed opportunity to tie it back in, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, and then I want what you were talking about, the scroll burial, right? She wanted to do a burial, and she didn't know the prayers, so she Var wasn't Varna? No,
Vara.
Varna, Vara, Vara helped her with it, which I thought was pretty cool. Also, their burial very similar to a Hindu burial, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, yeah, pretty interesting. And they do get into this badass fight in the house. I did like the fight in the house. I thought that was pretty cool. What were your thoughts on that?
When Vara was like, "Hey, Nick picked this house for 3 reasons. It has, secluded, it has a lot of security and a lot of light," and I'm just like, okay, what's
Hmm.
the security here? Because
There's like
clearly
no,
nothing worked.
yeah, yeah. Also, like she says this as she's in front of these big ass windows where anyone could have just shot her.
Right, like one, snipers are horrible from the scrolls. Like, come on, guys, hit your
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Two, what security was there? Like, if it's Nick Fury's house, I would expect like automated sentry drones, like ready to kill
yeah.
anybody. Like, I would expect like barriers, bulletproof windows, but like nothing's
Something more
there.
than like some bulletproof vests and guns that pop out of your like kitchen drawer.
That wasn't even the kitchen drawer. That was like a I want to call it like a solarium almost, because they were growing plants in a different
Ah,
room, and they got all the weapons from the drawers there. It wasn't even in the main house, so like I don't even know what to call that room. But yeah, like I'm frustrated with the show, man.
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
frustrated with it because like th- this is easy stuff you can do, right? This is easy to fix. If
And
anybody with half a brain was working this, they'd been like, "Hey, that's simple. Like, why are we screwing this up? Like,
yeah.
I'm really frustrated with the show now."
If you think that was frustrating, wait till we get to the part about Nick Fury and Whiteface.
Oh god. Actually, I think that was a cool callback too, though.
I was actually a really, really cool callback. Yeah, for sure. I think the makeup was not great. Whatever they did.
I mean, it's fine. It was meant to be like something to disguise him. Whatever. It passed facial recognition. Cool,
I
I
don't know, because
guess.
when Black Widow did it in The Winter Soldier, it was so much better.
For sure.
And she
For
also did
sure,
it
it was so
again
much better.
in The Winter Soldier when she was the other, when she was pretending to be her sister.
Yeah.
And then McFury just looks
Uh.
like somebody from White Chicks. Come on.
I will say that. Yeah, the CGI here was garbage, but uh, I'm tired, man. Like the show had so much potential.
Like, I can't keep making excuses for it anymore, bro.
I know. I can't.
I
I've
know.
resigned. But yeah, Nick sneaks into Finland to meet up with Sonia Fallsworth, and
Yeah.
then he had the widow's veil, which is what we're talking about. It's like a little mask that can hide your face.
Oh, is that what it's called? The Widow's Veil?
Yeah, because it's a
Oh, I
reference
didn't
to
know the
Black
official name.
Widow. That's the
Oh,
official name.
interesting.
In
Very
fact, when they
cool.
got in the car, Fallsworth's like, "Oh, is that the widow's veil? Why didn't do your whole body?" And they're like, $1 billion spent on this. And
Yeah,
Nick's like,
yeah.
"Yeah, the second version has it. This is the one I have." I'm like, "Sure, buddy. Okay."
Oh
And
man.
then
So
Sonya just pumps up rap music, which is a really cool callback because like, not only is that artist from the UK,
yeah.
but there's a line in that song where it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, which is like really
Mm,
meta considering what the show we're talking about, which is people pretending to be somebody else. So yeah.
Interesting. All right, cool. So Nick Fury is a shady motherfucker, right? So like after the Battle of Earth, and I guess that's what they're calling it, the Battle of Earth, when
Yeah.
which is Endgame. He sends a bunch of scrolls to go there and collect everyone's DNA. This motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know if that's shady. If I was in his position, I'd probably do the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say like send someone there to clean the DNA, but like to collect it? Oh, come on.
Bro, every nation on Earth is going to be there trying to collect it.
That is true. I guess you're right, but damn, that's still shady. If I was Captain America and all these other people, I'd be pissed.
Oh, for sure, they'd be pissed. It's absolute invasion of privacy. But if
Yeah,
I was the world's greatest super spy, I would definitely do that.
but like, wouldn't that just guarantee that it's gonna fall into the right hands? I mean, the wrong hands.
Not with the way Fury handled it, because clearly Gravik was the one who actually collected it, which is interesting because like that's how we found the connection. You know, I thought Gravik was maybe his adopted son, but no, Gravik worked for Fury, and he
Hmm.
and his team are the ones who gathered the DNA samples, right?
Yeah, so it's
But
still a bad
even
idea.
then, it's a bad idea, right? But look at this: Gravik couldn't get his hands on it.
Hmm.
He had to go and get DNA samples from other places.
Hmm.
He could not get his hands on the harvest, which means Fury, technically and correctly, did the right thing. He got the DNA samples that he needed, and nobody on Earth got their hands on it except for him.
Or he could have just destroyed it, and no one could ever get their hands on it ever.
Yeah.
Goddamn. All right. So he does that, and then basically, Fury's grave that we see isn't the grave that he had during Civil War, or I'm sorry, the Winter Soldier. This is the new grave that he has, which happened after the blip, according to the date. So
Yeah,
his
he
wife made
has
that grave
graves
for him.
everywhere, apparently.
Yeah, apparently he has graves everywhere. Crazy. And it's basically where him and his wife had their honeymoon.
That's cute.
Yeah, all right, whatever. That's cool.
I
All
mean,
right.
I thought that was a great way to reveal to Sonya Fallsworth that he's married to a Skrull,
Scroll,
because
yeah.
then
Sony was like,
everything in her head
"Oh,"
clicked.
she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you go that way."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So he goes to this place, and there's a crypt there, and the crypt has all of these basically drawers in there, and then all it really is his costume and his clothes and his jacket and his gun,
Yeah, he
which
has a
I'm like,
jacket, a gun, and the eye patch and hoodie or beanie.
couldn't you just put this in all in one drawer? Like, why do you have to use so many?
Bro, bro. Don't bring logic into the show anymore, okay?
Yo, this show's lost me, bro.
Yeah. You know, it was cool seeing him suit up and like trying to get his groove back, but then I was just like, this is so cheesy and
You,
corny.
you want to know something funny? Like Marvel is so formulaic that like every single fourth episode is a costume reveal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Like Miss Marvel, Captain America, Wanda, like She-Hulk. Every single fourth episode does the costume reveal.
Yeah, we're on episode 5, but yeah, close enough.
I mean five. That's what I meant. Five. Episode five. That's actually what I meant.
Yeah.
The whatever episode is the one before the last one.
Yeah. It's yeah. I don't even know if they're doing it intentionally. I think they're all just like watching each other's shows and then it's like subconsciously doing it.
Yeah. Because in the beginning of the next episode, they're all in their costumes. Like,
Yeah.
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 Ugh. Oh well. I don't know, Jet. I don't know how I feel about this show. Um, I wish I could say better things about it, but I mean, the acting is phenomenal. I love that we got a few new characters like Sonya, but what's the point of this show? Because if nothing happens in episode six, you could literally skip this and it won't matter.
It won't matter. You're right. This
You
doesn't
can
do
literally skip
anything
this.
for the overall story. You're 100% right.
You could skip this entire show and it won't make a difference. Like you will not be out of place anyway.
I mean, Rhodey being a scroll is a cool little thing to discover. But aside from that, yeah.
Yeah, unless he dies in the next episode, then you won't even need to know that.
But then what happened to real Rhodey?
Well, I don't know.
I'm guessing he's
I
like
don't
at
know.
the nuclear facility. Yeah, whatever.
I guess Rhodey would be at the nuclear facility. I guess, yeah. Damn, that means Rhodey's at the nuclear facility. That means like if they bomb it, they're gonna kill Rhodey, real Rhodey, not Scrody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right. I don't know. I don't know, Jazz. Like, I don't even want to talk about the show anymore, man. I'm not
I think we're
kind of
about
over
just
it.
done with it.
I know, I know. And this is the first show. This is probably my least favorite show of all the Marvel shows.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. For me previously it was Hawkeye, right? Just because it wasn't for me. It was like a fun show to put there.
Yeah.
This show by far blows Hawkeye out of the water in terms of how bad it is.
And it really hurts me to say that because like the director is, Ali Salaam, and I don't get it. Like, bro, why? Why? I want to support you.
I want to support it too, but no, it's not
Yeah.
a good show. Like,
Yeah.
I
I
hope
did
they
get
pull
some
some magic, but I don't
I
know.
did get some information about the AI that they use in the intro.
Oh, okay.
So the company that did it sent out a press release saying like, no, they did it the right way. No jobs were basically forfeited to do this. Everything was done like ethically, whatever. And they sent out this whole press release explaining it. So at least that's good,
Uh, Great.
I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, great. Thanks. Like, silver linings.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, don't. I wish I was loving the show, but I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah. We're gonna have a very quick episode today. I think it's only like what 20 minutes right now.
I know, I know. We went through the whole show and basically nothing interesting happened. So like, what else can we talk about? Oh, but you know what I think is gonna happen? So Nick Fury was on the phone right after he puts on his costume. Who do you think he was on the phone with?
I have no idea.
Dude, I'm gonna be really pissed, but I think
Carol
it was
Danvers.
no, I think it was Maria Hill. I think she's not dead.
Oh
I
no.
think it's a fake out.
Oh, that would be very annoying. Cause
Yeah,
yes, at the end of the thing, it did say guest starring Colby Smulders, and I was like, I didn't see her this episode at all. Why is her guest starring here? If
yeah,
that's what it is, oh, I'm gonna be so pissed.
right.
Please no.
Like, I don't know. He was talking to somebody. So who else could it be? That's who I think it is. I don't think it's Carol Danvers or anybody
Yeah,
that.
like you're right. Like now that you say it, I don't know who else it could be. It has to be her.
Yeah,
Ah, garbage.
I think so too, man. I think so too. And then she always did say, like, when they were playing chess, you got to be this many moves ahead. We have not seen Nick Fury be any moves ahead in this entire show.
Yep.
She's always
He
reacting
has
to
always
something,
been one step ahead. You're right.
right? And she said that. So there's got to be a reason she said that or made such a point about that.
Okay. All right.
So like I think we're gonna find out in like the last episode that Nick Fury had all of this calculated to a T. But like which is stupid because Talos died and like
If that was part of Fury's plan, I'm gonna be even more pissed because I actually love Talos.
Talos was good, man. He was good. Him and Nick Fury did have some good chemistry. Like I said, man, the acting is not the problem here. The acting is fantastic,
Agreed. 100%. Yeah.
but
The
I don't
story,
know.
the writing. Yeah.
But the thing is, the story was right there. The Secret Invasion is such a good storyline in the comics. They told him not to read it, and so he just went ahead and just did a random story that like no one is enjoying.
Bob Iger's gonna be so pissed, and he's
Yo,
probably gonna do a lot of cuts
they're saying Bob Iger's going to sell Disney, like the what you
to
call it,
Apple.
streaming. Yeah, to Apple.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Do you believe it?
I don't know, man. I
Because
don't
now
know.
with the strikes and stuff, like if people are starting to ask for like more residuals and all of that stuff with like streaming services, that's going to take a lot from uh, their revenue, and they're going to have to start doing something different, such as charging people for views or putting in more commercials. Basically, they're going to turn streaming services that back into cable.
Surprise!
We just did a full 180.
And you know what's gonna happen then? I'm gonna go
What?
back to Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I don't think we could say that officially on here. Allegedly, allegedly,
Okay,
we
I
will
will
go on
allegedly
fire.
go back to illegally downloading things. Allegedly.
Yeah, and I will allegedly ask Jazz to put him in a FTP so I can download it.
FTP is such an old tech, but yes, sure, I can
I
still
don't know what
link
people
that.
use these days. Like, what are you going to put in a Google Drive?
No, no, no. Google will definitely find it. Here's what we'll do, man. We'll make a private Plex server, right? Which is a home media streaming server, and then you can just access it because I have amazing internet.
Damn, look at you and your sexy internet, man. Lucky ass.
Mm-hmm.
And like me, I gotta be like in a freaking bedroom with a freaking phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. My internet actually been really, really good at home though. I got this cool thing that lets me do it, but apparently I can't use it here because it
Yeah.
attaches to the LAN cable.
Yeah, yeah, that's how you definitely do it really well. But yeah, whenever you're in Wi-Fi, these issues happen all the time.
All right, man. Well, listen, guys, tell us what you think about the show. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're not seeing something. Maybe we're stupid. Maybe we're not smart enough to understand the show. Let us know what you think. If you like the show, tell us why. Because I don't know. I can't figure it out. Like, you know how Backstreet Boys say, "Tell me why." Just tell
Mm-hmm.
me. Just
Just
tell
tell
me.
me.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, if we're crazy, let us know, man. We're open to other people's opinions, and maybe you guys can convince us. But I don't know, man. I'm out, Jazz. I'll watch the last episode, but this is probably the least. This was the last straw.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, and listen, people say like, well, if you don't like it, why are you watching it? That's what we do, man. We watch things so you don't have to. You think I'm watching The Bachelor for 10 years because I like it? I watch it for
Actually,
you,
I think you
people.
do like it, actually.
It's like an accident. You can't look away. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, that's all I got for this episode, Jazz. We went through the whole episode. We didn't have a lot of banter. We don't have a guest because our timing's all screwed up and I'm in California. But that's all I got, man. What do you got? Anything else before we go?
That's all I got, man.
All right, man. That's all we got. So until next time, guys, Salaam nerds.
Peace.
Boop.